Welcome to the Unleashed After 40 podcast, and I am your host, Jalal Wilson. And today we have Brian Portee on the episode, and we are going to talk men's personal health. We're going to talk his journey into personal training and what us men can do to take care of our health better after 40, and how do we stay strong in the bedroom. So we're gonna get into all that, and we're gonna talk about his journey into acting and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And Brian, man, thank you for coming on today, man.
I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you asked me. I was like, at first I was like, oh, he asked me after everybody else. But
yeah. I see. It's funny because I was one of those people that is real observant, and so I paid attention to how you interacted with your clients.
Yeah.
And I just seen every day you showed up, you helping your clients, and you're buff as hell walking around like Chuck Diesel in that gym. So when I look at where I'm at now and how I want to take care of myself, you want to see and talk to other people who are taking good care of themselves now, because I want to do that for myself. So it was important for me to have this conversation with you, because there's men over 40 that are not taking care of themselves, and I think they can do a better job, and it's my responsibility to bring them people who could talk to us and help us man out. So the first thing I want to do is just jump right into, we're going to jump into a couple of things, but the first one is I want to learn what got you into personal training. What about personal training it stood out to you? What brought you into that field?
So I can always say I've always been into fitness. Even since I was younger, me and my younger cousin, we would lift bricks. So I always been into fitness. And then, true story is like, when I started playing football, everything that I learned in football, I would go back and teach them. I would go back and teach them. And what really got me into personal training, I had this best friend, Antonio Krim. I met him when I was in construction. We became best friends, and I noticed how buff he was. I was skinny, man. Yeah. I lived weight in high school playing football, but I could never gain the weight. But when I started hanging out with him and learning, he was basically like a father figure to me. And so me and him started working out. I went to his house, and we started working out until I started getting cold. He said, man, to get a gym membership. So we started going to the gym, and every piece of advice he would give me, it was soak in. It was soak in. And then some past few years, he got into personal training. And he would always tell me, man, you need to do personal training, you do super good at it. But I didn't believe myself. I was always like, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Leaders or not, man. I can't remember exactly what year. The first NA National Academy of Sports Medicine book, the study from my personal trainer, I bought it. $600-something. I made payments towards it. It had a payment program. Mm-hmm. I think I studied that book for about 2 or 3 weeks. Put it down, man. Where's this $600? This is $600. I never went back and picked the book back up again. So after all that, we through divorce. I met someone else. I was getting remarried. Here he come again. Same thing again. Still stayed on me about it. He the personal training, being personal training. And he was doing super good with personal training. He was doing right, real good. He had a lot of clientele. Uh-huh. And I was like, man, I don't know. So I repurchased the book, because now the old book that I had is out of date. I got another book. So I started studying. I applied for this other job. I always told my wife that, hey, eventually I want to move to Columbia and I want to pursue personal training. Because we would stay on the phone hours sometimes. We talk every day just about. Yeah. And then almost immediately transferring from Charleston, and here, me and her and the kids, we all about to move up here. He was killing the car accident.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was killing the car accident. And I'm like, I got to do it now. I got to pursue it full time. And I started doing it full time, doing personal training. Also, not him, but on my side, my family is like diabetes on my family. Oh, yeah. Yeah, heart attacks. My grandfather, he was like a real muscle man, pour concrete, super shredded. Yeah. Even till he retired. And he was pretty big. Even on my dad's side, they were pretty muscular. Yeah. But my grandmother, she inspired me because diabetes run in our family. And she got both of her legs amputated. And I remember before she got her legs amputated, she'll be up all night, just pretty much walking the floor to get blood circulated to her legs and other. And she was in so much pain. And me watching that and seeing how, like, I got to take care of my body. I really got to take care of my body. Yeah.
That's deep because it was on you. Because sometimes people can see things in us. We can't see in ourselves. Right? The first time when you're speaking, it reminds me of the hero's journey. The hero is often at the beginning reluctant to go on the journey. So that is the first time you bought the book. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go, and then it just didn't work. You done right now, yeah. So you're reluctant at that point, and then these things start to fall into place. He dies. You start thinking about what you saw from your grandma and understanding the diabetes and your wife. You mentioned your wife. And moving. When you move from Charleston to here, that's that call to adventure. You had to go on that journey now. So then you purchased the book, go through that process. Do you remember what it was like getting your first client? Did you remember how that felt? That was like a feeling of, I knew I did it, or what was that like?
At first, I was so nervous. I was like so nervous because it just is different. I knew my cousin though. I knew them personally. But to have a totally different stranger in front of you, sitting down talking to them, telling them what they should eat, what they should do, how you can change their life. So they depend on you, and they want you're the accountability partner.
Yeah.
So they want you to stay on them, make sure they eat right, make sure they're doing the right thing, make sure that they don't want to waste their money. So my first client, I was nervous. I was like real nervous, man. My palm there, that was sweat. I was nervous. Who not knew how to train them? Cause I used to watch a lot of workout videos. How to transform a woman's body, what should you eat and everything. But I was like nervous, man. I ain't like
yeah. And that makes sense because it's something new. And then your first client, you just basically said your first client is a woman. So you're not even a man for your first client. You train a woman. So that's even more added pressure. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that makes sense. Now, I do want to go back to something you said too, because on your journey, you had overcome some trials. So you said you got divorced and then you got remarried. And so there was some things you had to overcome on this journey.
My first marriage, I was married for 7 years. We were together 14 years. I got 2 sons out of that. But if it wasn't really for like the gym, I couldn't sit there and contemplate on it, sit there and keep worrying like, oh, I got my 2 sons. Yeah, I wanted to be there for my 2 sons. Cause I was so big on not being one to be, I guess society would call it a part-time dad, get my kids every weekend.
Yeah.
Cause I grew up without my dad, so I wanted my sons to be in the same house. But as I got in Charleston, I used to drive back and forth to something to get my sons every other weekend. So I started off 3 weekends out of money through the court system. And it started being every other weekend. But if I ain't had the gym or anything, or God or anything, or people in my corner, then I'll go to the gym part. The gym put good pain pushes out bad pain. The gym was my sanity. I could go to the gym, clear my head, get a good workout in, and my mind be clear. Yeah. Yeah, and then my friends, I had I could see my brother or mom, he was like in my corner. As I was living in Charleston, I was down there by myself about a year and a half, and then he came, me and him lived together. And so I guess I can say that was God, because the ones who I thought would have been in my corner wasn't. But the one who I expected, he was in my corner. Yeah, and I was like, man, I needed that. I really needed that. I can say I really needed him.
Yeah.
Because during the time me finding myself, me and him basically we grew up together, but him coming back in during that time, I needed that.
Yeah. Hey, he came in right at the right time.
Yeah.
When you needed it. And sometimes when you go through that process, the people, the situations, they will always appear when you need them, and it'll be in ways you didn't expect.
Yeah, that's true. Looking back at it now, like, dang, I really needed him. Yeah.
And I like what you said, that the gym, good pain pushes out the bad pain. And I think that a lot of us men need to understand that fact right there. We can grasp that. Good pain pushes out bad pain, and how just, you realizing that and then going to the gym and getting that good pain in and staying consistent with it.
Right. And I met some good friends. Like, when you start going to the gym and you stay consistently going to the gym, people start holding you accountable.
Yeah.
You been there yesterday, or you late? Yeah. This I know your time.
Yeah.
This I know the time you sure. And then I had some friend like when I met him when I was going through my divorce. When I met him, we all exchanged numbers. I said, man, we gonna be at the gym at 5 days. What we working on? They would have counted on me. It would depend on me. What you gonna work on today? I was like, oh man.
Yeah. So that counted that accountability. Yeah, like you consistent.
You consistent. Like, someday I was like, man, I want to just go home.
Yeah.
But that hold me accountable. And then not only that, the compliments I was getting.
Yeah.
It made me feel good about myself.
Yeah.
I can say my confidence was low, but when I started gaining weight, picking up size, like, all right, okay, this is something different. I feel real on myself. I would always work out, but I was always maintain between 155, 165. But then I gained weight. I put on 20 pounds. And I got it like 185. Like, all right, okay. Run up.
Yeah. Something about that. That is, I've noticed that for myself too. Man, there's something about going in the gym, be able to come home and see the difference. Oh yeah, girl, you better put some respect on there. You know, it's just something about just that feeling, that knowing that you impose your will on your body.
Yeah, and then you miss a day. The delusion is, man, I got smaller.
Yeah,
I'm missing used to a day. I got smaller stuff. Yeah, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta keep maintaining.
Yeah. It's funny. I want to tell a story because I told my wife this the other day. People in the South are it's just a little different. So I'm from Seattle. So I was in the gym the other day and I was talking to Brian and he said, yeah, I'm about to tell you these things to take and that'll help keep you strong. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'll wait for him to say it. He goes, you gonna write down? I'm like, I ain't got no memory while I trying to everything. And he literally waited for me to take out my phone and put it in my phone to make sure I got it.
Oh, yeah, you want it right. I was like, hey, you gotta write this down. This is $1 million game I did.
So I think that's actually a good place for us. There's something else I want to jump back to, but since I brought this up, let's go there. If for the men out there who are over 40 and who do not want to end up on the blue pill anytime before they have to, I want you to get a formula, but I want you to give, if they don't do anything else out of this formula, what is the one piece? Start with that will help them the most. Whatever fruit, vegetable, whatever it is out of this formula you're going to give, they do nothing else but just incorporate this into their diet on a regular basis, that it will help them. What would it be?
So I'll say watermelon. My grandfather on my dad's side, even to this day, he still eat off the land. He's 88, close to 90. He eat off the land. He don't none of this processed food because this processed food is not good.
Yes.
So I'll say you got to get your watermelon, carrots, ginger, beets. You got to get the banana for your potassium. And those, that'll keep you strong.
Yeah.
But what I say stay away from is basically stay away from the fried foods.
Yeah.
It's all right every now and again to treat yourself, but stay away from the fried food. The grease, us people in the South, we love fried fish, fried chicken, fried pork chop. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. You can discipline yourself for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be good. Maybe you can cheat on the weekend. That'll be good.
Yeah.
But eventually, once you start eating clean and you put something bad in your body, it'll automatically get rid of it.
Yep.
Because you got used to getting eating clean.
Yeah, I noticed that for myself. I want to make sure you understand. If you do nothing else, the first thing he said was start eating watermelon. Get your watermelon. Hey, get your watermelon in. When you said that, I almost wanted to run to the kitchen and grab me something. I got something in the kitchen.
I got me some watermelon blend, carrots. That if you want to be, we don't put this on camera, so women might be watching it. But if you want your man to be solid as a rock, hard as a rock, carrots and ginger and watermelon. Definitely get your beets in. Your beets, if you don't like the vegetable, or is it fruit? Beets is a fruit.
Beets is something I don't even know why God made.
I think it's a vegetable, but you got to blend it all up and just put some water in there. Take a shot every night before you go to bed. You'll know there's a change in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't understand beets. I don't know why they were made. And what I decided to do, once he told me this, so I'm thinking, I want to be long and strong, but there's no way I'm just going to eat a beet. So I had to do the 100% like beetroot powder because I
Man, I get me. I feel so. I go in once I go into Kroger's. I go in. I get the organic beets. I definitely get my ginger.
yeah, I like ginger. I
have
eat
ginger.
ginger, man.
I don't do the juicer. I don't do the juice. I cut the skin off the ginger, put it in the blender.
Uh-huh.
I mix them all up, and I add a little water, and I just take a shot before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Now, my wife even take it. You can take it in the morning. I have it take it every time. You gonna make some more of that? Like it because my body, like I be looking like this ain't for you. This is for me. Yeah, she gonna take it. Like what? But it's good. It's a good cleanser. It cleans your body. It open up your pores. Me and Hope noticed that I know they've been cleansing her body, pushing stuff out stuff out of her body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good for women too.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I want to ask you a question too.
Mhm.
If for a lot of men going to the gym, especially if you're up in ages, you're over 40, and going to the gym was never a part of your life to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
What is the number one mistake when we first come into the gym, being over 40, that we need to avoid? What is the number one mistake to make?
The 40-year-old you can't do what the 19-year-old you did.
So just remembering that they're
The 40-year-old you can't do what you did when you was 19.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The young man think you got to be strong, but now you're in your 40s.
Uh-huh.
You're a little bit older. You ain't you can't move and do things that you did when you was 19. You don't heal up as faster. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Going to the gym, I say the first thing to start off with, if you have been a routine for some years, or is maybe get a personal trainer. But if you don't feel, man, we so prideful, we don't need help. But it's all right to ask somebody for help. Because in your 40s, say you do a squat and your form is wrong, your posture is wrong, then you get a back injury, then you got to deal with that. You ain't 19.
It's going that healing process. It's a lot different.
A lot different. So ask somebody for help. Yeah, basically, I'll say ask someone for help. Definitely get your cardio in with your 40. You want to keep your heart strong. You definitely want to keep your heart strong. Cardio is real good. You don't got necessarily get on the treadmill and run a mile, do different things, because let's say you're on a treadmill every day, your body will get immune to that. You're doing the same thing, so it won't really get no change. So you got to mix it up. You got to maybe add some HIIT workouts in there, like do short rest periods. If you start off, today you did 0.25.
Mm-hmm.
Next day you should come in, maybe do some weights, short rest periods, challenge yourself. Wednesdays, let's say you come in, you just did 2.5 on the treadmill. Now you go up to half a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's keep building up till you notice a change in your body.
Yeah. So it's almost like a progressive overload. So you start at one place, giving your body a little bit more. I noticed that too, even when it came to, because I do 100 push-ups and then 50 pull-ups in the morning and at night. But I've noticed now, because my body is just, bro, you can do this. The amount I do in each set, it changes now. Because it was like, okay, I'm doing sets of 10. Now I'm up to sets of 25. And so I see, because my body's just, bro, you're just going up and down. So yeah. So I got to, do different amounts in these sets. So that's interesting. And when you say cardio, for me, I think about, for the guy that is already, who is thin or not, he still needs to do cardio too. Because when I think of cardio, I look at myself, I don't need to do no cardio. But it sounds like you're saying, yeah, I still need to do it.
So so my thing now, I'm trying to gain weight. But if I do cardio, I usually lose weight.
Uh-huh.
And I hate that. So I was like, man. But I learned how to do like different things. I don't just run. I do different exercise, like HIIT workouts. I'm in my rest periods 30 seconds. Sometimes if I do 30 seconds, the next time I make sure I do it, I'm out of breath. I'll rest 15 seconds, go back at it. Catch myself, building my wind up. Yeah, building my wind up.
Okay.
And then me and you, like, we both slim. My mindset is I want to stay ready, so I don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I add cardio to my workout.
Yeah.
And also, fellas, it'll help you out in the bedroom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense. And along those lines, because I told you, fellas, I want you, man. I want you to stay long and strong always. So, what are the exercises that we should be doing too?
Oh, good. So for that,
Yeah. I feel.
hey, definitely get your squats in.
Okay.
Exactly. If you wanna pick up like lift,
Yeah.
get your squats in. Yeah. Have the legs strong so you be like D Melvin or Big Boy. Really. Work the large muscle groups, which is your legs, chest, and back.
Legs, chest, and back.
Yeah, those are large muscle groups.
Yeah.
Hit workouts.
Okay. Let me ask you this: for those that don't know what a HIIT workout is, what kind of workout does that consist of?
Like back to back, short.
Okay.
Back to back, quick hit workouts.
Okay.
Sunday gonna really be challenge to push your win.
Okay.
You gotta push your heart with your heart.
Okay.
Bro, go back at it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's what like a hit workout is. Almost like boot camp workout.
Okay. Got it.
And you definitely do your hip abductors.
Okay.
It may seem, oh man, that's a girl exercise, but the hip abductors creates more blood flow down here. What's the groin area? Where's the groin area? Yeah. Yeah. Do your hip abductor? Work on your hip flexors.
Okay.
I'll share some more exercises. I got them right down. I got some exercises that you can do. Try to stay loose and not tight.
Okay.
Try to stay loose. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If your gym offer bar, take some of the bar classes.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It was good for men too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's this misconception about yoga that it is
It's for
only for women. Yeah. Now, man, I be seeing in the gym. I done seen some dudes in their 70s, 80s, flexible in ways that I probably haven't been flexible in since I was like 2. Yeah, it's crazy what that yoga can do.
I was training this, believe it or not, man, I was training this football player. He was a running back.
Mm-hmm.
And we went out to the field and to see how good he was, like how quick he was. And he said, you want to see something? He stayed close to the sideline. And he just never lost his balance. I'm like, why you kept your balance? How you kept your balance? He said, man, believe it or not, I took ballerina. Now I was like, what? I took ballerina. He said, that keeps me balanced, work on my balance.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And it's just those little things. I was listening to something yesterday, and it was talking about, actually, I know exactly what I was listening to. It was Balenciaga, and how what he did was he knew how to sew because his mom taught him at a young age.
Yeah.
But he went and took a class on cutting. Not only could he sew, but he could cut. And that gave him an advantage that other people who could just sew didn't have. And so this guy, he's a running back, but he said, hey, I'm going to go do ballet because that is going to give me an advantage where most other running backs won't have, because they won't go do that.
Yeah, he had good talent.
That's amazing. That is amazing. And I think these are the things, even when we think about our lives and these different things, where can we learn to stack these different things that don't usually fit together into a picture? Because that gives us different advantages. And HIIT workouts, it's the same thing. And we do the nutrition part that you're talking about. We drink the drink. Why wouldn't you stack on something like you say, like the HIIT workout or the hip abductors? Like we could these are little things that we could just stack on and to help us. Yeah, it all
incorporate your core,
our back. What was it? You said our core, back. What else you said?
The large muscle groups, chest, back, and legs.
Chest, back, and legs. So why wouldn't we also, just to make sure we get the benefit of the drink too, why wouldn't we add these other things on top of that? So that makes good sense. And I want to come back to the comment you said about the biggest mistake that we make is going in there thinking now you can do what we did at night.
Easy lifting. Try to keep up. Yeah.
And the thing is, you may, with time, be able to build up to that, but you ain't gonna start there. So don't do that to yourself. And I think that's one of the reasons. Actually, I'm gonna ask you that. Why do you see when men start going to the gym? Why do you think they end up quitting? What causes them to quit?
It could be a number of things, but sometimes they feel like they don't see a change. We get comfortable within ourselves. Sometimes we let ourselves go.
Yeah,
we just too comfortable. Mm-hmm. As far as like men, I had a guy that quit it. He was overweight, And I guess he just, I can pour into you, but so much as a trainer. I'm gonna do my part, but you gotta do your part.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to keep him motivated and pump confidence into him.
Yeah.
But he just didn't. I guess he just didn't believe in himself. Dave was like, I just think it's settled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's an interesting, a couple of things you just said there was we get comfortable. And when we get comfortable, we stop growing.
That's true.
And that you can't be in a place like a gym and stay the same because the whole process of being in the gym is to change.
You should change.
So what you have to believe that you can do that, and then you have to be willing to put yourself in that uncomfortable space. Your body aching in ways it hasn't ached before to get to the other side of that.
And then another thing I can add on to that, the gym exercising is not this January, February, March.
Yeah.
That's a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle. You're not going. You may see your results. Yeah, it takes the body 4 weeks to transform, 8 weeks to fully transform. Mm-hmm. But it's not really like you just come in. I got results. You see results. You get compliments. Now it don't go in your head. You feel good about yourself. You like, I don't need to go to the gym no more. That's it. You lose your gains next January. You back in the gym doing the same thing again. Yeah,
because you should make it a lifestyle. So that really is a thing. The January, February, and March. That's it. You know. Okay, so January is the first quarter, basically. First quarter, March. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And so, as a trainer, when you know that's how it works for a lot of people, is that January to March? Is that like a stressful time? Is that like how do you balance that as a trainer?
Man, like lately, it's been hard for me to get my workouts in. Yeah, because I get them back to back, and I be thinking about myself. I gotta get the workout in too.
Yeah,
and it's hard to make time for myself to get a workout.
Unless you just good.
But then I sometimes work out with some of my clients. I'm like, can I work out with you? They be loving that.
Yeah.
So we work out together, and I'd be like, yeah. So I keep myself over. But it's been times I've been just drained. I don't miss days of workout. Yeah, I'm tired. I don't even want to work out. Yeah, it'd be times like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. So, one of the things that I think is important is how do you set yourself up for if you're over 40, over 50, whatever the case might be, is there to set yourself up with the most success? I know you said you get a trainer, but is there, before you even get to that step, is there something you need to do within yourself mentally to say, hey, I know I want to transform my body. These are a few things I need to tell myself before I even go down this path.
Mm-hmm. I say write down short-term goals and long-term goals for everybody.
Okay.
Don't just sit there like your stomach. Let's say it's your stomach here now. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. Yeah. Next, then you ain't go to the gym. This starts somewhere. Mm-hmm. This starts somewhere. Even if you just walk around your neighborhood, this basically starts somewhere. Take gradual steps towards it.
Yeah.
If you eating, let's say you're drinking 3 and 4 sodas a day, try to lean your body off day by day. Yeah. Try to make a change. Because eventually you keep doing the same thing, you won't get accustomed to it, get known to it. I think the old saying is, quitting now is the same. Quitting now is the same as quitting ahead. Mm. So if you start now, then you making a step. You making a step towards your goal.
Yeah. And I think sometimes where people lose, I know this has been for me. I like what you said. You do it gradually because when you just try to do something, win yourself out overnight. Yeah, and as soon as you don't do it, you're like, oh, see, I knew I understood it. Yeah, I hate it because all this stuff that you can avoid if you just say, hey, if you're at 4 sodas a day, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna try to drink 3.
Yeah, it sets some type of goal, and then you're like, it'll start clicking in. It'll start clicking in. Yeah. And I wouldn't necessarily say you definitely need a trainer, but they have a lot of YouTube videos that teach proper form, show you how to do exercise properly. Yeah. Some gyms like Planet Fitness, you can take your phone and scan the QR code, and it'll show you a video on how to do the certain exercise.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you don't have the funds, the means to get a trainer,
yeah.
some of these little young dudes in here, they won't mind. Anybody won't mind a workout partner. You like, here, can I jump in with you? They wouldn't mind. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what he's saying is there's no excuse. There's some way if you decide that this is the transformation you want to make within yourself, then there is a way for you to get it done. You just have to choose to do it. Now, are you taking new clients?
Of course. Oh yeah.
Okay. So what we want to do, if you are in Columbia, South Carolina, and you're like, man, Brian, he sounds like he could be the guy to help get me right. Where can they find you to sign up to train with you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Brian30BEP. You can follow me on Facebook at Brian Portee. I do have a YouTube account, so I'm procrastinating. So I'm guilty of my own self. You can find me on YouTube at BEP Fitness. I'll put my email link. You can email me, and I'll get back in contact with you. I can give you my number. The number 2, you can get in contact with me.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put all of those links in the description to make sure if you're ready and you're in Columbia that you can work with Brian, get yourself right. Now, I do want to ask you about this before we get ready to wrap up. When clients come to you, do you help with the meal plan piece of it?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And what are some of the staples? If you're going to go on this journey, what are some of give me like 3 foods that you need to consider adding to your diet and 3 foods that you need to give up. I know you said fried foods, but what else? Give me 3.
If we trying to cut weight, you have to make a sacrifice. Let's cut the sugar out. No bread. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna put you in to be blandy tanning where seasoning. Cause us black people, we love that's it. I have salt on everything, black pepper.
Yeah.
But I'll say just no fried food, no sugary food, and pretty much no sodas. Try to stay away from the sodas and juices. That got sugar in, but those things right there.
Okay.
Okay. Foods you must have. You definitely gotta get your vegetables in. And broccoli, asparagus. The sweet potatoes definitely for carbs. What else do I eat? I like rice. I like the white rice. Sometimes I try the brown rice, but I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah. See, I'll eat both. I can eat brown or white. Wild rice, I can eat all.
Your fruits. Now, as far as fruits, stay away from the fruits that got a lot of sugar in. I don't too much care for the frozen fruits that some have a lot of sugar in it. I care for the fresh fruits.
Okay.
I know a lot of people take pre-workout, but I'll say get you a fruit and eat your fruit on the way to the gym. That'll give you energy. It probably lasts longer than a pre-workout or any energy drink. Now, if you gotta have the pre-workout, try to get the one with that much sugar. Okay. A lot of can contain a lot of sugar in it.
Okay, that's good because I never used to do. Actually, that's not true. I used to do a pre-workout a long time ago, and then I stopped. But I actually just recently started doing a pre-workout again. And before though, I would be eating fruits and nuts and stuff on my way to the gym. Yeah. And I honestly can't say since I've been taking the pre-workout that it has made that much of a difference. It's just I think I just like the flavor of the pre-workout. It's not even so much what it does for me on my way to the gym. So that's very interesting.
And water. Just get your water. Mm-hmm. Keep your body hydrated. Mm-hmm. Gatorade. If you drink Gatorade, I'll say maybe the Gatorade Zeros a little bit better. But if you got to have a little, I say drink the regular Gatorades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me follow a question with that. What about creatine? What's your thoughts on creatine?
Also, during the summer months, now I'm not a big eater. So I've never been a big eater. During the summer months, I know my body want more fluids. But I don't like to eat during the summer months. I eat, but I want more fluids to keep myself hydrated. Yeah. So I usually take creatine during the summer months. I do drink water. It does make me drink even more water. I say I take creatine. Creatine is mostly like water weight. Yeah. I should start taking it for it. It keeps you strong and everything, yeah. But it keeps you like bloated a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, man, Brian, I want to get into one more thing because he's not only a personal trainer, Brian is also an actor. So I want to hear, you just recently had your acting debut. What was that like?
Shout out to Aaron Kennedy. When I first met Aaron, we started talking, and then I started asking some questions. And I got his Instagram. I said, okay. Then I got his Facebook. Then I got his TikTok.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I saw how many subscribers he had. He was super popular.
Yeah.
And then the more and more we talked, I knew he was an actor. I found more that he was an actor. And yeah, he acted for a long time. He be like a kid. I'm like, And so as we were talking, I got a camera.
Yeah.
We should do something. We should do some things together. And he's and I was like, bro, you post on TikTok. This is like every day. He was super good at it. He's like real good. Yeah. And I was so amazed. Like he'd go from this character to this character. How the world he doing that? And then and even when you meet him, he's always in character. And I was impressed. I was like, he's always in character. And I like he's always in character. And he like you play a good role as an antagonizer. I'm like, I don't know, man. Yeah. And so we started talking, and finally came up with that. He came with an idea to do the movie Hands. It was a short film. And he's, I want you to be in. I like, out of all the people, why me? Yeah. He's like, I want you. I like, to this day, I still don't understand why he chose me. And he's like, I want you to do it. He's like, I said, I don't know how to act. He said, he'd teach me. And so I listened to him. I home myself. I listened to everything he tell me. I like, cause he's a good actor. Yeah. He actually got a movie. I think 2 movies on Tubi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So check it. So go and check it out. He actually is about to do, I think, another movie. Is he gonna be doing in the end of this month? And we actually finishing up our movie The Hand. We did the short film, but we actually adding on more parts to it to turn into an actual movie. So be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's really because of Aaron. Aaron worked with me. He helped me out the whole lot with that. Yeah.
I think I've noticed something that you keep saying. You're a sponge. You soak up knowledge, you soak up the information, and then you like, okay, let's do these. I can do these things. You're willing to learn. You're willing to humble yourself. You realize, okay, I don't know this yet, but this is something I'm interested in. And so I'm going to do what I need to do to be a part of that or be into it. I like that, man.
Yeah. Like he taught me. He taught me. And then he's super humble.
Yeah.
He's real humble. And I had like that by him. That would really gravitate to him. He was like, he's super humble. And then he like I said, I kept looking at his TikToks. I know every time he saw a video TikTok, he would pop up with his phone. I always go and look at his TikTok. I'm like, wow, how he doing that?
Yeah.
And then he like, now it was a lot of stress because I was like, I knew he wasn't posting no more videos. He was a lot of stress. And I'm like, wow, I gotta do the acting. I gotta edit the video. I said, man, I'll help you. Yeah. So man, he like. He's a real good dude. Yeah. You meet him, you be like, oh
yeah. See, I like that. And not to say that because I do know what he look like. I have seen him in the gym. Yeah. Now you go introduce me, and then we go up, and then we go chat. But I just want to say thank you guys for listening. I just want to say, Brian, thank you for coming on and sharing all your wisdom today, because I really think it's important, as I stated before, that as men, we take better care of our health. I think as men, we end up in the grave too early, neglecting our health, neglecting our mental health too. And one of the things you said, I want to go back to, you said, when you get in the gym, you're pushing out, you're trading the good pain for the bad pain. You're getting rid of the bad pain and you're getting this good pain. So it's transformative. You feel more confident about yourself, and you are going to have to give up some stuff. Like you say, you're going to have to give up some sugar. You're going to have to give up some soda. You have to give up a few things, but that's life.
That's true.
That is life. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time, I'm actually getting ready to figure out if I get to go to the gym. I got to talk to the wife. But you guys have a great day, and thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Unleash After 40. And in the description, we'll have all the links so you can hook up with Brian if you want to be trained by Brian. And also in the link, I am launching a new cohort of where I'm helping us men. We're going to go through this process of reinventing ourselves. The cohort launches on March 17th. Check the link in the description. Go read up about it. We are going to go through my tree framework. I have a framework for how we can free ourselves to reinvent ourselves so that the rest of our life is the best of our life. Until next time, we out.
Peace.